It's way too hot. I need to wait a bit. I need to wait a. I need to wait a bit. Yo yo yo! Hey and hello. Hello Joey. Hello Arthur. Bye Bob. Mark man. What did you gamer? Didn't expect so many people to show up, but where's the next part of China? I don't know, man. To burn your tongue. My tongue is my tongue is in bad enough condition as it is. I'm recovering from tonsillitis. Now my tongue's kind of numb. It hurts. What's up? Not much. Should I drink tea hot enough? Maybe it'll burn all the coronavirus. Hello, Randy. Well, will next part be released on Christian Love Day? Kind of. So it's coming out this weekend, guys. Slap me across the face. I like the jumper. Thank you. What kind of tea is it? It's fennel tea. Wu flu. I like it. I like it. Give you antibiotics was the tonsillitis due to a bacterial infection. Maybe. I don't know. How's the cold? It's like I don't think it's a cold. I think it's China's tea and water. Tea, water, and fennel tea and barley coffee. I did not get the Wuhan virus, though I do have some interesting stories to tell you about my recent escapades concerning China. Behind me is a photo of China that I took in China when I was in China. That was about a month and a half ago. So yeah, I will tell you in like about 2.5 minutes. Let enough people join in. How's Blizzard going? I have no idea. I don't play games, man. Some guys in San Diego are developing the corona vaccine, and since the same city developed the polio virus, I think the chances are decent. Hey, that's nice. What do you mean? Of course I was in China. YouTube doesn't allow that China stuff. Just patient zero. Hey, I'm in Japan though. YouTube doesn't allow this. Okay. China is Chris's word for vagina, and I can't take this conversation seriously. Do you ever get sick of YouTube? No. Develop polio vaccine. Oops. Oh, I thought that's what I said, though. Wait. Suck my dick. How you doing? Is you guys from China? I said virus. Oh, the polio virus. I watched bits of the live stream with the sound off, though. So you've been to China and you happen to be sick. I also got sick in China. Of course I know who Ben Saint is. Once every 3 weeks? No, it's once every 2 weeks. Starting from next weekend. I mean this weekend. I'll celebrate it with part 30. How about that? If you die, who will continue the legacy? The legacy is dead with me. I'm the legacy. Time I make tea almost set off the smoke detector. Thank you, Joey, for the link to the Discord for all things Gino. My god, my tongue is bothering me. I was recording narration for a certain part of the Chris Chan show yesterday. I have to re-record about half of it because my voice is still not recovered from. Ben Saint thinks I'm an asshole. Where did they say that? Yeah, do you know my buff and I bond over your videos and I'm always happy to see you pop up and stuff. Oh, that's nice. Thoughts on channels like Jibby and Dylan Thomas? They do their own thing. I don't mind them. I don't watch them. Okay, I think we're about ready. Yeah, okay, 5 minutes. Anyway, I chatted with him on his latest live stream on YouTube. He real live stream on YouTube. Oh, he did. Oh well. I kind of like this Sonic presentation thing. few years back before it went crazy. You go to the doctor and he tells you that you have stage 4 corona and you'll die 24 hours. However, there's a cure. If only to play the Telecaster for the rest of your career. What do you do? I'll fucking die. That's what I'll do. Fucking Telecasters. Go to hell. What the fuck? Alright. Cussing is allowed when Telecasters are involved. What do you mean, what's wrong with the Telecaster? What is right with a Telecaster? Just an abomination of sorts. But because Bane Saint doesn't really know Gino, otherwise he would change his mind. Oh. That was a... I'll have you know that my dad was a Stratocaster factory worker. Come on, what's... I mean, they sound really good. They sound really good. But it's... I'm surprised that... I mean, probably not that many people are going to show up because it's not the usual streaming time. It's 11:33 a.m. for me in Tokyo. And I usually stream on weekends. This is a weekday, so it's not going to be... It's not going to be the same, really. I'd buy every instrument store in Tokyo and have them... Wait. I'd buy every instrument store in Tokyo and have them only stock Telecasters to get a hell of a Tito. Alright. Frecklebeard, thank you. I love my music too. But he's a hypocrite. Okay. Telecaster headstocks are ugly. Yes! Ugly headstocks, yes, but the body styles are cool, in my opinion. No, they're not. They're fucking ugly too. Was there good vegan food in China? Vegan does not exist in China. They all eat duck blood. I mean, actually eat it, not drink it. Eat it. Eat coagulated cubes of duck blood. And I did too. I thought it was like tofu or something. Then my girlfriend said, oh, it's duck blood. Oh, okay. Bad blood? Hofner violin basses? They're kind of okay. Not everyone eats dogs or people. At least, knowingly. No, wait, he said Chris was okay, but we need to use she. Who's we, by the way? Anyway, I was in China. Okay, this music is perfect, so let's turn up a bit. Do the gamers in China? Stingray basses? Basses? Stingray basses? Stingray basses? I don't know them. So I was in China during the Christmas break, and I mean the New Year break. I was there for about 8 days with my goof. It sounds like my girlfriend died or something. Anyway, what was happening? Yeah. Oh, okay, so I was in China. I passed through Shanghai briefly. But I was in a very small town with her family in the south of China, far away from wherever that virus thing was happening. I did not die from the coronavirus. No, I didn't. So it was a nice event, but during like the last 4 days or so, we both got suddenly very sick. I don't know what happened, but we got better pretty quickly. Me personally, I've been sick since about November. I've been on and off sick with different things, starting from my throat ever since I started my new job, basically. So I got sick, but everything seemed to be fine. And then word started spreading around after we got back from China about this new SARS-like virus. But apparently it's been around actually since about early December. So it's a bit concerning. It's like, oh, did we actually get it and survive it? I don't know what happened. I mean, it's not lupus. Probably not lupus. What was I gonna say? I was gonna, there was a point to the story. Wait, I need to drink more coffee. It's too early. That was awesome. We're still recovering from my tonsillitis. Gino's immunity gives blood. Okay, so China thing happened. I came back. We came back. Then things started getting really serious in the news and in China. I don't know what stories are you seeing online or on TV. I don't know because we don't have a TV and all I'm seeing is Twitter stuff. But you gotta sort through a lot of bullshit to kind of get at the sort of truth. Remember the swine flu drama in Ireland, Gino? Yeah, I do. And the bird flu as well. I was there for the bird flu thing. Uh, when did you go live? What? When? Where? Why? Oolong tea. Oh, I love oolong tea. So yeah, I had some experiences in China. I'm gonna talk about them as well. China's an interesting place. People are very rude, but people are very nice and earnest as well. The random epidemic in Galloway, Ireland. Galloway, Ireland. This piano's too fucking stupid. I can't talk. Okay, let me talk for a bit. I can't concentrate because I'm trying to imagine what the piano looks like. How are the egg rolls in China? I didn't try any egg rolls, to my knowledge. Gino, ban the words Christian episode. Maybe. Bring the piano back. I'll bring it back later when I'm done talking. God damn it. That was really, really uncomfortable silence when I'm talking about China. Why didn't you go to Taiwan? Because no one we know lives in Taiwan. What do you mean? Is it true that people straight up poop in public places like fucking mall or public transport? I think you're thinking of a different country, but that's definitely not China. Funny thing about pooping in China is that there's no toilet paper in China. And also they have squatting toilets almost exclusively, except airports obviously. And the express train that we took. But like shopping malls, pretty much everyone's house, it's a squatting toilet. And I could not do it. Damn it. I just could not hack it. I could not hack it at all. Also, they don't have toilet paper because um because apparently what happened is that for one thing, the squatting toilets in China have really bad plumbing. So you can't actually flush the paper. So you have to put it into a bin next to the toilet. So it's like because well, for one thing, bad plumbing, it can clog. Also, they don't have they apparently did not discover paper that can dissolve in water like toilet paper does. Like when they discovered the outside world, like saw Western toilet paper, was like, wow, you can actually dissolve this paper in water. That's amazing. You could probably actually flush this, but no, they don't actually sell toilet paper in China. You have to use like box tissues. You have to carry a box of tissues around you and take it with you when you take a dump. Like this or whatever. That's what you have to use. And yeah, I could not poop in public. Yeah, and luckily my goof's parents' house has one sitting toilet, which I used exclusively, which was nice. Yeah, sounds shitty. It is. Can you imagine developing high tech AI and then shitting in a hole in the ground? I was so fucking upset when I found that out. It's like everyone is using wireless, like I mean, contactless payment through their phones or whatever. Just scan a QR code, and then this is how you pay for pretty much everything in China. And everyone's connected through Face ID. They have their own like little Chinese residence citizen cards, which you have to scan through every time you go through like a major transport place. like going through the express trains. You have to scan the cards and then scan your face, and if they match, then you can go through. And like as a foreigner, you can't do anything because this system is designed exclusively for Chinese citizens, and all you can do is just show a passport, and then just like fuck off, just go in. We can't do nothing for you, which is a really bad flaw, I think, for China, because like it's like as if they don't expect foreigners to just show up in China. You know, they have no system in place for that. It's just hoop. Stream's boring piece. Stream's always boring. Don't mind. It's okay. Well, I missed some things. Checkmate commies. Yeah, I would love to visit Japan, but I fear their floor toilets. They're not all floor toilets, though. Most of them are sitting toilets, normal toilets. The toilets in Japan are the most cleanest things you've ever seen. God damn. The public toilets, I mean. Chinese toilets are fucking filthy. It's scary. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying how dirty the Chinese toilets are. Why would anyone go to China? I don't fucking know. Chinese are filthy in general. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. It's not nice. But yeah, Japanese toilets like spaceship technology. They are though. They are. They're pretty good. Got fun non-tourist recommendations for someone visiting Japan? Non-tourist recommendations? Like, what do you mean? Also, I'm not much of a tourist. That's racist, mate. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Really cheap knockoff brand phones. See, that's the trick with globalism and depending on China. Now China's closed and you can't get anything. This is why you have to make your own stuff. It's a great advertisement for nationalism. Everyone in China isn't epic except for your goof and her family. Like things tourists would not normally do, but they should. Go to a public bath, onsen, spend a night in a capsule hotel, eat a whale. I don't know. Globalism is bad. Yes. Did you wear Winnie with Pooh t-shirt in China? I did not. Do you have AIDS? I do not. Wouldn't surprise me if Chinese toilets were enough to give me corona. It's fucking scary, I have to say. Eating a whale sounds lit. Check into a love hotel. But how's those tonsils, BB? Don't stain yourself. Don't strain yourself. Thank you. Yeah. I did not eat bat soup. No. My tonsils are better. So yeah, those are some of my experiences in China. People are very rude, very upfront, completely different than Japan because public service in Japan is #1 in the world. No question about it. Not just public service people giving you public service being nice, just like everyone in general just it's also kind of a fault of their own character is that they put others before themselves. It's like it's more important for them to take care of those around them rather than take care of themselves, you know? Instead of looking after #1, which is kind of a Western mentality, I think. It's more collectivist. It's a collectivist society, so that means like everyone's helping each other out, but they're not helping themselves out, and maybe that causes lots of stress. Since you know that you need to help so many people, that so many people depend on you, and it's like it's a lot of pressure on a psyche. Chinese is quite different. The Chinese society, Chinese customer service, some of the rudest things I've ever seen in my life. Especially from someone like doing the job that they're supposed to do, like helping people at a counter, or like a ticket lady checking tickets, like at a ticket gate, when you're crossing through the ticket gate from the express train to outside. Like most of the ticket gates are automated. So you can just scan your citizen ID card and then scan your face and then just go through. But others need help, like they have outdated cards or whatever, have some trouble. So you can do it uh, with the help of a person there, um, at the person there, helping you out and checking it manually. Especially older residents who don't quite know the system. No, they weren't rude to me. They were rude to the Chinese. Like there was an older woman who probably doesn't know new technology and how to use this, and like this the ticket lady at the gate was like, here, fucking scan it, bitch, here. Jesus Christ. I can't get over that. Just yelling at everyone. Just lots of yelling. Yes, my goof is Chinese. Get a lot of mainlanders, people from China. They're known to be here to be fucking loud and obnoxious. I don't disagree with you. They are. I think government of China has to do with the quality of customer service. It's hard to say. There's a mainlander kid who's shat in the middle of the streets. Is that true though? I wonder if they're rude to the old because some people might see them as less valuable. Interesting. The Chinese were angry that they can't watch high quality Christian documentaries on YouTube. My God, man. But yeah, you have some really kind-hearted people too. Especially in smaller towns, like in my girlfriend's town. It's a very small town, by the way, and everyone was staring at me. Like there was one old fart who was like doing shopping in like outside market, and he just stopped walking to stare at me. And as we were walking by, he just turned his body to keep staring at me. It's like, what the mind your own fucking business. Ever seen a white guy before? Probably not, but come on. Aren't you aware of what you're doing? Ogling like that. Maybe you thought it was Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. I don't know. What happened to episode 28? It went dark for a while. It never went dark. I don't understand what's happening. If I haven't covered other internet figures, lolcows, not lolcows, but other things I will cover on my documentary channel. Link is in the description. So lots of distress in Japan over the current state of affairs in China. Yes, I'll get to that. I think my China story is pretty much done. If I remember any other details, I'm gonna mention them. But anyway, I'm gonna go on to the virus situation now. So now the coronavirus, or it's not the coronavirus because there's many coronaviruses such as SARS and MERS, and pretty much the common cold is a type of coronavirus as well, I think. It has a special designation which the WHO announced, the World Health Organization. It's called something else now, and I can't remember what it is. But the disease it causes is called COVID-19 or COVID-19, I guess. I have 3 channels. Check out my music channel if you want to. I live next to a Chinese restaurant and we have no stray animals in the neighborhood. Good for you. NCOV 2019. Okay. Is that really it? I thought it was like SARS-CoV or I don't know. Common colds are rhinoviruses. Okay, Calfafia virus. Very good. Thank you. I don't have AIDS. I have ligma. Excuse me. So rude. But yeah, they have a just found a clever plastic lid recently. Gotta say, man, that was amazing. Can't stop listening to it. Thank you. The COVID-19 is the name of the disease, not the virus. NCOV 197. Thank you. Perfect. The merge is complete. Anyway, but they gave that designation, but everyone still calls it the coronavirus because I don't know, it's more catchy that way. But yeah, now the issue is that I don't know what numbers are you seeing for numbers of infected versus numbers died, and what's the mortality rate as far as you know? Because SARS was about 10%, was it? I don't know. MERS is a lot less infectious, a lot less contagious. I think there's only 2,000 confirmed cases, but it's very, very deadly. I think 30% mortality rate, which is really bad. Mortality rate is like 2% in it. That's where you're wrong. 2 or 2.5%. That's where you're fucking wrong. Because what you're doing there is... No, you're all wrong. You're all wrong. Not 2%. God damn it. This is all wrong. Your reasoning is flawed because, see, MERS is still kind of ongoing, but it's like so rare. You can pretty much consider it over and see he's talking in all caps. 100%. Okay. It's a lot more. Yes. So basically, you can consider MERS pretty much over because like one shows up every, I don't know, month or so. So like 2,000 confirmed cases versus about 700 deaths. So whenever you get a virus, an infectious disease, after all the infected have finished being infected, you have one of two scenarios. Either you survive the virus or you die from it. So this is how you calculate the mortality rate. So in the case of MERS, it's 30%. So 30% of all the people who have got the virus died from it. SARS is also over. There was no confirmed cases ever since 2004. So it was a lot less infectious, but also pretty deadly. I think it's like 10% maybe. But the flawed reasoning is that, who the hell is this Roblox person? Get rid of him, please. Okay. Oh, thank you. So yeah, anyway. So now, this flawed reasoning in thinking that it's only 2% is that you're taking all the confirmed cases that are either over and ongoing and compare them with the total number of deaths. Now that's wrong because you're assuming that all the people who are sick with it now will survive. See, so what you actually should confirm is what you should compare with is the total number of finished cases. That is, you count how many people have gotten the virus and now don't have it. They either survived it or they died from it. And if you compare those numbers, then it's more like 20%. Okay? So now it's like 71,000 people have it officially, or like either have it now or have got it but survived, or have got it but died. So ongoing cases about 55,000, or they're about 56,000. About 7,000 survived it versus about 1,300 died, something like that. But anyway, it's more like 20%. Diamond Princess now has like 454 confirmed cases, which is freaking stupid. Oh, kills boomers anyway. That's not nice. Trusting CCP numbers. Yes, if you trust them, then it's 20% mortality rate. Yeah, so the numbers are really, 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 really... You're not counting people who don't go to the hospital, more like 0.05. What? Why? Why is it less if you... What? I don't understand. Anyway, if you believe China. Yeah, exactly. So, the trick is with these confirmed cases, is that you can only confirm them as long as the test works, and as long as you have enough tests to test everyone with. And that appears to be an error recently because people have been testing negative for like 2 times until the third time that they test positive. Either they get it after the second test, or either the test is flawed. Diamond Princess got 99 cases overnight, while all of China, excluding Wuhan, got 79 overnight. It's super scary if you look at videos on Twitter, which people got from WeChat, which is the messaging website in China. Uh, those videos on WeChat don't survive for very long in China, so that's why people download them and post them again on Twitter, and that has a much longer shelf life. What's in my coffee cup? What's on? Oh, it's a baby penguin. It's a baby penguin. Um, Chinese people are screaming outside their apartment buildings. What they were screaming is "加油," which is like keep going, keep fighting. I believe the leak's Tencent numbers, they said around 25,000 dead a week ago. That was an interesting thing because a week ago. Yeah, because when that Tencent leak came out, it was about 24,000 cases of the virus officially, but it was actually 25,000 dead. I have no idea because if you it gives false positives 30 to 50% of the time. That's really fucking scary. Because like you can't trust the test. How can you cure these people? And if you can't trust the test, like are you just interring healthy people? False negatives. Oh yeah, sorry, false negatives. Anyway, so yeah, it's scary because places in China are preparing makeshift hospital bed areas for like 10,000 people at a time, 50,000 people, 100,000 beds, like a stadium. It's like, this is really serious. It's way more than the confirmed 70,000 cases. The music is perfect for this. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin McLeod. What do you think about it being a bioengineered lab leak? Possible. Hospital in Chinese is for concentration. You can just airdrop chicken soup to China. Dude, I bet those places are more like hospices rather than hospitals. It's a lot like the Spanish flu epidemic of 100 years ago, where you see that big picture of just all the beds lined up in that big area. It's like it's the same there too, from what I saw. There's no hospital equipment there. There's no, actual equipment next to the beds, just beds for them to sleep in and die die without infecting all that many people. It's like basically a place for you to die. So it's like a super version of the flu. What are the symptoms? Symptoms are very similar to the flu at the beginning. It's basically the flu until you get pneumonia, which is I mean you can get pneumonia as well from the flu, but this is much more likely to get a lot more serious. Swine flu, bird flu stuff. This seems a lot more contagious than that. Maybe. I heard the swine flu like killed hundreds of thousands of people. Is that true? It's kind of special. 10 million people. I mean, just from the picture. But it's too early to say if it's not the Spanish flu. It's not the Spanish flu. Because I just saw like a clipping from 1918 or so about people panicking about the Spanish flu, and this newspaper saying it's just the common old grip, or the flu. It was called the grip back then. Like it's just as deadly as the common old grip that occurs every season before it's killed 10 million people. People were saying this as well at the very beginning of the new coronavirus thing as well. Even the WHO said it's nothing to be too much concerned about. But then the situation got really grim. Some guys in San Diego are making a vaccine that are in beta right now. I heard, Mark, man. I heard. I know. Estimated 18 months. 18 months until the vaccine is ready. See, this is why you need animal testing. For some cases, animal testing is okay. Oh, God. Who loves Chinese money? Who loves Chinese money? I'm worried about a pandemic. It's possible. The vaccine causes autism. Yes, he's got COVID. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Oh, actually, here's a funny story. Um, okay, here's a funny story. Okay, so I got sick. I got sick Friday. My throat really hurt. My temperature was rising. So I went to the hospital. I got off work early to go to the hospital and get myself checked for the flu. And I went with my gov. She also took a half day off. So we went to the doctor. The doctor checked for flu. They stuck a thing up my nose to check for flu. It wasn't pleasant. It was the second time I did that. But yeah, flu negative. I don't have the regular flu, influenza. But my throat really hurt, so the doctor said it's probably an inflammation. Gave me medicine. Over the weekend, my temperature was really high, 39 degrees Celsius. Don't know how much that works out to in Fahrenheit. Top was 39.4. So it was really bad. So then we went. So then Monday we both took a day off because my girlfriend was feeling very very bad in the throat as well. So we got checked both. We went to a different hospital, and it was a throat specialist, throat and mouth and nose guy. 102 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty bad. Almost 103. I know, it was really bad, man. I was bedridden, and I could barely swallow. Yeah, the kung flu. I have something else. Maybe I have a cold. I could go to reveal on stream. Okay, so then we went to the other doctor yesterday. Yesterday. It was Monday, day off. So then we went to the doctor. We both went together. My goof was in charge of providing Japanese translation or just Japanese explanations to the doctor, and then relaying them back to me. So so then the doctor asked what was wrong. I was like, our throats kind of hurts. I have a little bit of a cough at that time. I don't really anymore. And as I was blowing my nose yesterday, I had a little bit of blood in it. It was kind of concerning. So then he was checking, see what was up, and he asked us if we traveled recently by airplane or traveled abroad, and she said yes, and he asked where, and she said China. The doctor, the four nurses in the room just like froze up. It's still like, oh shit, fuck. And then he was trying to really try to make sense of the situation, and asked us how long ago was it, like last month. I was like, oh fuck. No, it was like a month and a half ago. We came back at the beginning of January, so we should be okay. You know, the incubation period shouldn't be like 40-50 days though. So then he said he was considering what to say, what to do, and he said that well, if it's a lung problem, I can't do nothing for you, you know, because you have to check lungs for the COVID-19 disease. Yeah, we've been back for a lot longer than 24 days, so we should be okay. Unless we met someone who has the virus in Japan, that's a completely different story there. 14's wrong. Yeah, it could be about a month or a bit more than that. So yeah, so he said if it's a lung problem, there's nothing he can do. He doesn't have the equipment there, but maybe he could direct us to a place that could help us to get checked for that. But then he said, well, if it's if it's just a throat problem, then I can help you because that's my specialty. So let's just have a look there. So then he checked me, he checked her, checked me. He confirmed that it is tonsillitis for me. Nothing to be too worried about. He prescribed medicine for us. I should be okay. So it's tonsillitis for me, and for her it's also maybe an infection of the throat, but also should be okay. Feel much better now. Thank God. But yeah, it was It was a very very tense moment there at the clinic yesterday, because everyone's afraid of China. Oh, because it cor- corona colitis. Oh god. And masks are a really big issue as well. Um, we have these masks basically. Almost everyone has masks like this. Um, we were running out of masks like a few weeks ago, so I had to go. I had to wake up early and then go to the drugstore, and they had a new shipment of masks come in at opening time. So I was one of the first there to get it. That was good. And then I went to another drugstore nearby to get another box of it, of a different type. Basically the same thing, just different sizes. One for me, one for her. And yeah, I think it's really tense. If you come in, if you go to the drugstore like an hour or two after it opens, you're not gonna find any masks for the rest of the day. And for the past few days, we've been seeing signs on the drugstore saying that today we're not going to have any shipments of masks coming in at all. So they're not going to have any masks in stock. So it's really bad. What's worse is that most masks are made in China. So maybe that's why they can't get any shipments in, because China's closed. So this is what happens when you depend so much on China. Like everyone depends on China. Apple. Apple is not getting any iPhones. Tesla's not getting any cars for a little while. If you don't let a Chinese person spit in your mouth, you're a racist. I think the Chinese, just not their fucking scary government. Government's scary a lot too. You know, there was this person on WeChat who then got his videos posted on Twitter as well, you know, just to keep them up longer. Uh, Gino says that he can't edit Chris chat because the doc is manufactured in China. Masterwork lets you cover your eyes and disinfect your clothing. The virus is stable on all kinds of surfaces for up to 2 weeks. That's pretty bad. Yeah, we got a disinfectant spray as well, so we spray all our clothes when we get back home. Yeah, I was gonna say wait, what the hell was I gonna say? Telecasters are made in China. That's the one thing they have going for them. The one thing they have going for them. Virus can spread through your eye membrane. Yep. It's a bioweapon. Not a super virus. Yeah. This will be a global thing. Only a matter of time until someone breaks out of quarantine. Yeah, pretty bad. So yeah, there was this person on Twitter and WeChat who was posting videos of him just walking into hospitals and seeing how many dead bodies he can see in like 2 minutes. And it's a lot. It's a pretty small hospital too. It's like a 1 or 2 minute long clip. He found like 12 bodies just in the back of a van, or just they put them on the seats in the waiting room because they have no room to put the dead bodies. The mortuaries don't have enough room as well. Because what's happening now as well is that you have people, obviously a lot more than the confirmed number, getting infected from the virus and dying from the virus, in addition to all the other normal, everyday, every second illnesses, sicknesses, injuries, accidents, people dying from natural causes as well, in addition to the deaths from the virus. So it's like a really huge workload for the doctors and everyone involved, and like they can't cope with that sort of stuff, especially in China, where it's the most serious. Can I post a link? Yeah, I bookmarked all these videos on my Twitter, so and I shared some of them too. So maybe I can post this link in the chat. I'm not gonna show it on stream because I'm probably gonna get banned. But you can pause the stream, or you can go to that link when you're ready. Um, Also, wearing masks is very much mandatory now when you're out in public, um, because because it's really serious, and you have army patrols, uh, pretty much beating people up for not showing masks for not wearing masks in public. Um, yeah, really bad. Even like just completely unnecessarily just just having like a megaphone in like a woman's ear. She's just like crying on the ground, being humiliated by army men. Just yelling, "Put on your fucking mask!" Like, there's no need for that. There's no fucking need for that. They're really intense. Also, another quarantine practice is that very evident in China now is that okay, maybe I can share this. Copy link to tweets. And I'm gonna share it to this stream, okay? What else is happening is, if, in case you don't know, is that people are being blocked in their own houses and apartment buildings. Uh, their own doors are being boarded up, by either wood or metal. They're being welded shut by these metal bars, so they can't leave. So this is really serious, really serious. It's leaking and already falling apart. Not that surprised, honestly. They built it in 10 days. Crazy welded bars, yeah. People jumping out of the windows, yeah. There was the story of recently, just very last week, I think, a filmmaker in. Why'd you go to China again, bro? To meet my girlfriend's parents, and celebrate Chinese New Year. Well, it's not Chinese New Year; it's a regular New Year, but in China. But we still had a really big feast there as well. Those paper masks are pretty much just emotional support. They don't keep much out. They're just using surgery so the doctors don't spread germs for their breath. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I heard they're not really effective. You need the surgical mask or the N95. China's reporting rate of infection is dropping. Likely they're running out of testing kits or can't be bothered anymore. Will let their economy be locked down. Yeah, true. Of course they were nice. Yeah, they like me, which is a really good thing. Yeah, I got a cold and tonsillitis. They're running out of kits and changed the definition of infection. Yeah, they're not. The Chinese apparently are not even considering the the asymptomatic cases as infected. Like, if you don't look sick, you're not sick, even though you are. If you're infected and you don't look sick, then you're not sick. That's what the Chinese were saying, which is why the the rate is going down a bit. Do they think you're gay? Of course not. Of course not. My friend and I have parents who work at hospital research facilities. According to my friend's mom, there are way more than 2 people being kept at UC facility under quarantine. Oh. Hello, Elijah. So there's one clip. There's one clip. I'm gonna share another one maybe as well. Another one I can find. Would be foreign military action in China? I don't think so. I'm gonna show you some clips of people being quarantined for their own good. I mean, in a way, I understand that you need to be harsh with these people. That, like, there's no reason why you're voluntarily not wearing a mask. Because this can get really serious. It's getting really serious, and why are you not wearing a mask? The only reason why you're not wearing a mask is just fuck the police. I don't know. That's like the only reason I can come up with. Like, some people are really scary. I mean, you see San Diego. Goddamn. I have so many stories about this virus. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I was gonna say the story about the Wuhan filmmaker. This music is way too fucking happy for this situation. Perfect. Blue Feather. I love this one. The bad soup tastes good at least. I have no idea. Call me Carson. Oh. Part 29 up this weekend. Part 30. I mean, don't worry about it. And then up up every 2 weeks after that. Manny Bugman. Oh, Wuhan filmmaker. God damn it. The filmmaker in Wuhan who died recently. He was like well off, of course, because he's a filmmaker, and like 3 members of his family also died. Yeah, there's 6 of them getting up on just one woman. Yeah, what is happening? There's no reason for that to happen. There was a Wuhan filmmaker that died recently, and three members of his family because they couldn't get treatment. And like now, money is not an issue anymore. Even rich people can get treatment. There's been a major plague every 100 years or so in the 20s since 1320. It's the natural order of things, really. Experts are predicting there was like 150 million infected, and past the point of containment. Also, that you can be reinfected and becomes deadlier each time. 2-week schedule's coming back. Yeah, okay. That's my mask. That's communism for you. I've read The Stand. Yeah, I've read The Stand. Good book. Stephen King just doesn't know how to end a book, though. Always ends in the stupidest ways. Is China still communist? Yep. I mean, it's communist, yeah, I guess. But it's definitely not the same communism as it was back 40 years ago. Definitely not the same communism that communist Russia was. I mean, you can still travel freely. You can go abroad. People can still come in. But things are really on high alert now. More high alert than before. My Gov's parents said, my Gov's grandparents said that the situation now is like Mao's China way back when. It's really not nice. Hope Japan stays safe. Hope so. What's your social credit score? I have no idea. Is it more socialist than communist? I don't know. Would you ever go to North Korea? I was really interested to going. Yeah. I know some Chinese students in my grad program, and most of them lead normal lives. Like, it's not a crazy different from the U.S. except for the government shit. It really isn't. Yeah. I mean, yes, Facebook is banned, YouTube is banned, but it's not like it's not like out of ethics or anything like that, or social media is not a good thing for you. They have their own alternatives, like a Weibo and WeChat and the other one, I don't know, Taobao. I mean, they just don't like America, and they don't like the possibility of receiving criticism from other nations, other people. So they have their own alternative social media websites, where they can better control the situation. They have a nice front face going. China's doing everything in their power to not make it look like they lost the mandate of heaven. I don't have tea, man. Please don't go to North Korea, not for safety reasons, but for the ethically and financially supporting the regime. Yeah. China doesn't like those filthy American capitalists. Please give us all your money for these commodities. Wait, how are you accessing YouTube then? I'm in Japan. Also, everyone uses VPNs. It doesn't matter anyway. Stan, calm down. What tea? There's no tea. People act like the US doesn't have a fuckload of societal problems. The only difference is we have Facebook. Pretty much, yeah. Also, North Korea apparently has problems with coronavirus. We have no idea what the problems are. I mean, they're next door to China. It's possible. It's possible they have a big problem, but they're not going to tell us. I almost considered studying abroad in China at Tsinghua University. Really dodged a bullet there. Is that overrated? No, I couldn't. Tried to start stocking up on food. When the shit hits the fan, just buying a gun. So, TDB? Okay. Okay, so let me. You got any cool movies over there that we missed out on China? In USA, I have no idea. I didn't watch any movies. Imagine being the Hermit King doing it. Hold on. Let me change the photo. Let's see what other nice things can I show China. It's very difficult because these photos are so freaking huge. So huge. Nah, screw it. I'm not gonna be bothered with it. I'm gonna miss the chat. Most people will survive Islamic Armageddon, but it will cause unrest. Yeah. Speaking of disease, do you see Parasite? I did not see Parasite. Is it still cold in Nippon? It's kind of chilly, but it's not that cold. It's a northerner accent? A what? I'm not gonna tell you because I want to keep you guessing. I mean, we have a generator. I need to charge it though, but yeah. I mentioned living in Dublin before. What was that like? I visited Ireland recently, and I honestly really loved the vibe and people I met. Good for you. I didn't like it. Lived in Dublin. Yeah, for a while. Not nice. Very dirty. People are kind of nice though, I have to say. Well, it depends on the people, but city folk not so nice. Lots of drugs. Lots of druggies. Listen to King Cruel? No. Get some multivitamins. Yep. Get some multivitamins, man. I had a really sore throat because of my is it Irish? I always get Dutch vibes from it. Sort of like Dutch. I like it. I like what you're thinking. Because when I had a sore throat for this past past weekend, these 2 days, I could barely swallow anything. I couldn't drink water even, and my face got really patchy and really weird, really discolored. So please stock up on your vitamins. Gaijin Pod, good website for finding a job. Yes, it is. I found my job at Gaijin Pod. No, I live here. I live here for real, for all time. I haven't left the house in 3 weeks. That's bad, man. You need you need some sunlight in your life. Skip this. I like it. Koreans make excellent horror movies. Wait, what do you do for work? I'm an English teacher, kind of. Do I get the Wu flu? I've not seen Old Boy, no. Which is a really bad idea for me to get sick, because I'm in contact with a lot of kids. They're going to present the movie Gundam at the Olympics. They're talking about the best movie when they look at the Christian. Oh, yeah. I definitely heard this in a couple of Frederick videos. I just want to say I'm impressed by your creative output. You release a lot of good music, and your documentary work is wonderful. Inspiring to me. Thank you. Try my best. If you had to make a movie and it cannot be a documentary, what genre will it be? Kaiju. It's gonna be called The Crack. It's gonna be back in Dublin. With giant kaiju in Dublin. Do you teach English in Japan? I am. Does being an English teacher over there as miserable as people make it out to be? Is the money enough? Depends on where you work. For me, it's very fun. Very dynamic. Pay's not great, but it's okay. I'm gonna change jobs eventually to programming and stuff like that, I think. It's an after school sort of thing, so it's extracurricular. So it's like where kids go when their parents still are not home, so you have to put them anywhere, so you have to put them somewhere else. So why not an English school? So basically we do lots of games, do activities like arts and crafts, some little experiments in English class as well, a bit of a public presentation practice as well, all through English until they go home and get picked up by their parents, or we drop them off as well. It's a really good environment for me. I love it. Do Japanese people actually learn English? Places like Estonia, people speak like 3 languages fluently. Um, I mean, people who study English study English. I mean, it's completely their choice if you want to learn it or not. Is your accent Lithuanian? Shot in the dark there. I don't know, maybe. How old are students? Between 3 and 11. Most of them around 6, 7, 8, thereabouts. Are you able to communicate with people well enough? Yeah. I don't communicate much with Japanese people actually. Any takes on the Japanese public education system? Don't know that much, but yeah. How's your mind Nihongo? Not great, but is it skipping? I think it's skipping for only you. Maybe refresh it. It's pretty low res already, so I don't think it's that problem for me. All my European friends didn't use crazy textbooks and shit, and they speak fluent English, but in Japan they use crazy thick books but can't talk at all. Because it's all book learning. You need to talk. And this is where we come in, because there's lots of conversation. It's mostly conversation, actually. Listening and speaking. I can just imagine June playing guitar and singing songs for all his little students. Oh, can't do that, though. Download an app called Bank if you learn katakana. I know. Oh, okay. Favorite animal, not just for you, for everyone in the chat. Lion, I think. How many languages do you know? 1, 2. I mean, fluently? English. Kind of get by? 1, 2, 3. So 4 in total, maybe. Working languages. Japan needs to shake up their language education department. You're thinking in the right direction. Your legit plastic glove cover, by the way. Thank you. Well, the trick is with getting students to talk in their English classes. They have to learn more native sounding language. I mean, you either have to employ foreigners or native speakers, or at least native level foreigner speakers who can teach it, or you have to deal with Japanese teachers of English teaching them katakana English, which is like, my name is Kento. I am in the 3rd grade. And that's not good for anyone. You need native level. Opinions on Anthony Fantano. He's good. What programming you want to do? All of it. If someone can learn to speak Finnish and English language in 2 completely different families, I think Japanese can at least get I in English. But the thing is, with those European languages, with those sets at least, I mean, the phonetics are very similar, I think. At least, I mean, Dutch especially. Dutch is just pretty much just like drunk people English, and then they learn English and they just sound like American. It's amazing. When you apply for the job or the interviews via Skype or stuff, it depends on the place. I got lots of interviews before I landed my job. Some are Skype, some are in person as well. I don't think so. I don't think drunk people German. No, it's like because they got the soft R's like, and that's really important for English. Of course, people use Skype. How many years you been teaching? I guess 2. Japan seems to be insanely difficult compared to English. Yeah. I mean, have you ever had a pet? Yeah. One in my childhood and then one for a week later. What was I gonna say? The trick is that Japanese grammar is also quite different from English. It's a subject object verb rather than subject verb object, and also they don't have articles. Articles, yeah. They have particles instead. And nuances, yes, and it's very abstract, as in you don't have to include the subject to get your point across, which you really have to in English. So you have to omit lots of stuff, and if you keep saying the subjects in Japanese, it kind of sounds stupid. I'm planning on taking computer science in university in advance for someone learning programming. I have no idea. Could you let me know, because I'm just learning by myself and I really need a lot of help. Why did you leave when you were Why did you leave where you were from to go to Japan? Oh, for the job. Because I love Japan. Because I want to go there. I want to go here. I'm here now. Are most mods inherently homosexual? Yeah. Do you watch Chris Shen's recent stream? Just a little bit. Saw the highlights. Read some highlights. I don't need to see much more. Okay, let me. Hold on, let me. Just be. That's how Gina learned English. What? Well, best way to learn a language is watching TV while focusing on what they're saying and studying vocab shit. This is how I learned English, actually. Yeah. How many? What as your second? How old were you when you started learning it? I mean, oh, how many? What do you mean? No, your audio is dead. I'm fine. I guess my second language is English. What are you gonna do when that documentary ends? I'm gonna move on to a different subject on my documentary channel. Link is in the description. There's already one documentary up there. What's your relationship with your immediate family? Do you have? I miss my parents, definitely. I don't really miss Ireland, but they're coming over soon, so I'm really excited about that. As a senior in computer science, just learn all the languages. Git, as in GitHub. Document DSP. No, I'm not gonna. I love your documentary series. I think I was. Oh, thank you. I got lots of subjects, man. Donegal? No. Document me. No. I know you missed the chicken fillet rolls. Never had one. Never had one. I don't eat that stuff, man. I ate my mama's home cooking. If I only had to eat one flavor of ice cream, what would it be? Cookies and cream. Cookies and cream, definitely. Git is the version control system. GitHub is the website where you can store your files. Yeah, I started working on my own first project recently. Actually, funny thing is that my workplace, we're introducing a new program for more advanced level kids, more older kids, where they would have to do a once a week, 3 month long course in beginner programming, which is really nice because programming is now mandatory in Japanese schools starting from April. So now we're working with the system as well. Thank you, Joey, for the Discord link. So now we're going to be doing the same thing, kind of just through English. So it's great for me, for my future, that I'm going to be actually teaching some programming in my work now. But we're going to be using the website Scratch, which is developed for kids, basically. But the logical reasoning of it is still pretty much sound, I think. It's still got all the components of basically most of the languages. Don't learn C first. Isn't C obsolete? It's not my job to get them off scratch. I'm just doing what I'm told, man. And I have no say in the topic. What do you want to do with coding? I want to code stuff. Maybe make something that people need but doesn't exist yet. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe music related. Knowing C is crucial to knowing C sharp and C++. iOS is all C. Wow. Um, but can't just pick up C sharp or C++ without knowing C. Me too. Let's skip. Oh, it's the alternate tuning. Really eerie. You should code the official Sanji video game. UX? Oh, cool. Actually, my goof knows a lot about programming. I mean, she does know programming, but uh she knows basically what you can do with like languages and stuff. What are the benefits of using the languages? Because she's kind of involved with that area. And yes, part 30 next Sunday, man. So excited. Do you find it difficult to compete with Asian work ethic at times? No, because I feel very Asian. Actually, I get along better with the Japanese coworkers than I do with the Westerners most of the time. Assembly languages are hell, dude. Dude, if you've never developed your own compiler, you're a shit programmer, man. Make your own compiler. Using Holy C. I'm gonna hit 50K soon, right? That's cool, man. That's cool. I have strong worth ethic. Ethic. Etika. Ethic. My buff got a 100th birthday cake this year. Coding new Elder Scrolls game since the tards at Bethesda are only good at making P2W mobile games. Have to make the Sunshine game in Temple OS. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's just gonna be floating polygons all over the place. At least I'll be able to talk to God. That's always nice. Does Japan have its own lolcows? Not really. At least not to my knowledge. We don't have a very big culture of lolcows here. What did you get for Valentine's Day? Nothing. I should have gotten something though, because Valentine's Day in Japan, the girl gets you stuff, and then a month later is White Day on March 14th, where the guy gets the girl stuff. No, I just got chocolates. Nice chocolates though. 2chan. Oh yeah. I mean, I have to know Japanese though to know what what's that about? Arnold C, which is C, but it's entirely Arnold goes. Learn Arnold C. Do you think this whole Christian timeline could be avoided if you didn't win that contest in the first episode? Probably. Probably. It did a lot of damage, I think, but also his parents as well. Did you ever think about where the world would be if Chris's teacher didn't care about copyright and Sancho never existed? I mean, in a way, maybe Chris would have just ended up going with Bionic, Sonic's brother, who's also a mechanic and a basketball player. Japanese women charm me with gifts. That's it. I'm buying my tickets for next February. He's a product of consumerism. He is, though. Do, do, do. Okay. He's a basketball player mechanic. Actually, do you know? He fixes broken basketball players. I missed that syntax. Oh yeah. Reading Sancho is the best thing I've ever done with my life, and I will stand by that. I'm sorry for you, man. No, no anime, no gaming. Not me. Fix Kobe. Rip. Wait! Are you serious? Wait, Arnold C is a real thing? Please. Please. Or just gonna share the joke with your group? Oh no, it's actually real. Arnold C. Talk to the hand. Hello. The talk command is talk to the. Oh, the console command is talk to the hand. Yeah, but German is how you end it. It looks a lot like Ruby. Oh my god, that's amazing. I don't see. It looks a lot like Ruby though. I can't find this GitHub repo. Oh. Who's the best Sonichu? Probably Magichan because he's too OP. How often do you partake in conjecture on the Kiwi forums? I posted like 2 comments ever. And I've been around since the original run of the documentary was uploaded on February 12th, 2018. But like, I keep an eye out on stuff. It's just like one of my Japanese animes, yeah. I saw a bit of the new stream. I can't comprehend how someone moved to Japan not being into those things. I'm into the culture. I'm into the people. I have my birth right around the corner. Oh, Chris. I'm not Chris. Excuse me. How rude. I know he yelled at his dogs. Maybe he threw something there too. I want to see the Sonic movie, maybe, but he dabs though, so I'm not fond of that. Talk about C makes me puke. They're not sneezes. They're blowing my noses. That was not a sneeze. God damn it. That was a blowing nosy. He flosses too. He flosses. He flosses twice in the movie. He does the Fortnite dance. You son of a bitch. Why would you do that? Chris have any public outgoings planned? He was planning on going to like a pony convention in San Diego. But that was a while back. BabsCon. BabsCon? BarbsCon? Foreigners can go into certain restaurants that are otherwise available for the general public in Japan. Nope, not true. Not true. It might be certain individual restaurants where they probably had a bad experience or something, but that doesn't happen though. It really doesn't happen. Do you want to be known as this YouTuber who made a multi-part documentary on Christian? I have no choice. I am that person. I have to live with it now. But I'll use that knowledge for good, and continue to hint at my music channel. Please check it out. It's in the description. It's pretty lit. My first time in Japan, I got told to fuck off by a group of Japanese men at the airport. That sucks. That sucks. I never got that though. I got some rude stares when I was living in a very small town in Hokkaido, but that's kind of expected though. They are very welcoming to the foreigners though. How do you stay so impartial when covering Chris? I just don't care. It's very easy when you don't care. I think the craziest part was when Sonic slaughtered the entire Vietnamese POW camp, not realizing they were just children. Then the police told him to go away, so they circled the rivals area in the van, shouting "Faku Americans" or at the white people waiting for a cab. Well, that sucks. I found the Hello. I also found the Hello World program. It's basically Ruby though, no? It looks a lot like Ruby, just with with all the command lines like replaced with Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes. I did like 30 laps before getting tired and left. Oh, that's really strange. What is everyone's favorite chapter of Sonic 2? Honestly, I really, 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 really want to make a cartoon of Sonichu, like an actual faithful adaptation of the cartoon. Create it like that Sonic cartoon of the 80s, and make it very, very accurate to the source material. You know, not like the Sonic 2 animated series of long ago from 2008, 2009, because that was very rude. That was very demeaning for Chris and mocking of his character. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay faithful to his source material, and yeah, but I just need to animate it and get voice actors to do it or something. But that'd be so fucking awesome. I want to do that. Also, maybe adapt one of his Lego play stories when he was playing with his Legos. He was pretending that he's married to Jackie. And he's like, hey, I just finished up dinner. And like, yeah. Like, I want to do that, but like real Legos. Has Chris contacted you? Yeah, a few times. I know Frederick needs some time to recuperate after an episode down a rabbit hole. Do you feel the same after covering Chris? Yeah, that's why I'm like a 5-week break since the last part. Christian C. Dad, I had a dream. That's good, son. You should do an opening theme for Star Trek the Animated Series. I need to. It's gonna be a very subtle nod to the Christian Comprehensive History theme. Like more exciting, obviously. He doesn't talk. He doesn't talk to me much. He just yelled at me one time for just call Studio Jim. They'll love it. No. He yelled at me for making fun of his friend, but then he praised me later, so I guess he forgot about it. And then he posted a comment on one of my videos later, and then he offered to make a Geno Samuel Sonichu playing card for his Twilight Sparkles super secret shipfic folder thing. I said no thanks. I'm flattered, but no thanks. I'm not gonna. I don't want to be part of your collection. Imagine a Ghibli movie in Chris's art style. Imagine a Chris Chan Sonichu movie in Ghibli art style. I don't want to be a part of your world. Chris is a fan of the documentary, that's true. I'm not finished. It's not a sneeze, god damn it. I'm blowing my nose. Stalingrad guy should not be. I think someone banned Stalingrad guy, which is I'm kind of sad though, cause he even emailed me like twice about the Stalingrad thing too. It's not a sneeze. It's a blown nosy. I'm gonna goof. I have the black lung. Just Hadouking in the coronavirus immune system. God, I hope I don't have to do that eventually. Why would you let a mom? It's not mom. It's not a sneeze, and it's not a sneeze either. It's a fang. It was a blowy nosy. Yeah, that's better. You ever see The Odd Couple? Jack Lemon's Felix Unger. Whenever he has to clear his sinuses, it goes snah. It's like me. What is this? It scared me. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. What is this video? Joey, what is this video? It's strange that Chris is a fan of the documentary. I imagine it would be bringing back lots of bad memories. Oh.
I think I'm getting the black lung, Bob.
When I was in Vilnius, everyone would sneeze at the top of their lungs. Yeah, it's a pretty Lithuanian thing to do. That's why we call it Lithuania. Did you trust drum chairs? I've never tried. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I did. Ever heard of Silverchair? I don't know. We live in the exact same timeline where everything aligned perfectly for Chris' life to turn out the way it did. It's a pretty good timeline. What music does Gino listen to? Lots of strange stuff, I imagine. Working from home and can't afford to get sucked in too long. Keep up the great work. Make sure visa is in check and get good at programming. Change my life. No worries, man. Thank you for the encouragement. Good luck with all you do. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. King Crimson? Yeah. Yes. Yes. King Crimson, Marillion, Genesis, Ota Kazumasa, of course. Eagles, ELO, Cassiopeia, Chicago, old stuff. Frank Zappa. Love Frank Zappa. It's been a while since I listened to him, though. Is it true you made a 4-hour Dream Theater tribute album? I did not do such a thing. So prog stuff. Most of it, yeah. Yeah, Chris is the only wildcat I wish to cover. You seem a little cowardly, but really liked it. Yeah. Hey Gino, hope you're staying well. Sláinte, bud. You didn't say Marillion. Marillion? I did. I thought I did. Welcome back, Crack. Nice to see you. Dad Gino, where were you? What do you mean? I was always here. What's your primary instrument? Guitar? Keyboard. Keyboard. Even though I do play guitar. But I play better keyboard, though. I don't even listen to jazz fusion. You mean like level 42? I listen to level 42, man. I love level 42. I've been drinking too much water. I gotta pee. I'm gonna go. I'll see you very soon, guys. better. Krishna knows what happened to the Stalingrad guy. What is this unclit? Think the unclit? Stop saying unclit. The heavy German laws of Stalingrad the Nazis drew. Okay, do you cover Chris's covers? No. I won't do that. Lo-fi jazz? Lo-fi hip-hop? Oh, this is my jam. Lo-fi hip-hop. Yeah, I do that all the time. It's too dark now. Can we get him unbanned? Liquid tension experiment? No. I don't do that. I want to get into music production, but I don't play keyboard, and I feel like that's a major hindrance. It can be. It can be. Do you play a different instrument? Maybe a guitar? That's probably okay. How are you going to incorporate Jackie's ex-boyfriend's call without being offensive? I can't. That's why I'm just gonna play along with it, man. I'm just gonna play it. I don't fucking care. I'm not saying those words. I didn't ban the Stalingrad guy. It was someone else. Maybe it was the other guy. One of my mods. What happened to that crazy guy who became obsessed with Christine? You mean me? Have listened to that call yet? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's ready to go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was a really good one. Maybe I might stream the full thing after part 33 is released. What even was the Stalingrad guy? Who? A guy who talked about Stalingrad. He really wanted me to know about what I know about Stalingrad. It was an absolute legend. Jacob Sockna still talks to me, which is really weird. Just say Lars phone call. Lars call. Hey, George Curry, thank you for. He's a Volgograd now that the USSR has fallen. When's part 33 coming out? After part 32. What's going on in China, Chino? What? What's going on in China, Chino? Unbalanced on God. Not many good things are happening. How many episodes do you think we'll be able to get? About 50. I think 50. Or 55. I thought it was an hour and a half, though. Thank you. Additional work. Have a very good day. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. It's been fun. Hope you have a good day. But why would I do that before I release the first 3 before that? Rexy? Yes. Of course I'll update it when more is to be seen. Yep. Do you agree with GB stance on not calling Chris by his preferred pronouns because he does not believe he's a member of the trans community? Yeah, sure. That makes sense. But for the sake of legality, I have to call him a she once he becomes a she officially. Because legally he changed his gender, so like I have to go with that, even though I don't think it's true. How's the album coming along? I gotta work on it today. I mean, for the series. Because that's the truth, man. He changed his name to Christine, and then changed his gender to she. He actually be removed? No, 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 because like he was born Christopher, so as long as he was Christopher, I'll call him Christopher. So then when he changed his name to Christian, I started calling him Christian. When he changes his identity to Christine and a female, I'm gonna call him by that as well. It's nothing personal, it's just the way it is, man. I don't like it. Maybe some of you don't like it, but Obama's law, yeah. Um. I love this song. It'd be kind of weird though calling them. Oh, what's to regard them as being intergender? Well, legally it says she, so I have you spoken to Base Shaman? Yeah, I have. I didn't know there was a membership required for getting into the LGBT. See you around, bro. Nice to have you. Have you seen any of the ads for the design pickle on YouTube? It's business where the mascot guides the pickle too. Never seen that before. No. 10 p.m. in Texas. Only tired. Good night, Juju. Nice to see you here. Have a good one. I do love pickles. I love pickles so much, man. Foreshadowing. Like preferring to get gender reassignment surgery rather than turning gay. That's a good one. And saying to Jackie after Jackie made some of her own original pony characters and offered them to Chris to have them in his own Sonic 2 comics. He said thanks, but ponies don't belong in the Sonic 2 universe. Yes, I do have a Patreon. Link is in the description. Check out the description. My last boyfriend said I can stay on for longer. Oh, that's nice of him. Jackie was a troll, man. They were all trolls. There's no real talk, sweetheart. None of them. One last orange slice. Who needs a boyfriend-free girl when you can just become a boyfriend-free girl? I like it, man. I like it a lot. It's not a sneeze. Megan, yeah. Heather? Who is Heather? Oh. She who shall not be named. Okay. Is it true that Little Chris became a doctor? Yes. It's true. Also, he married Casey. Yeah, that's also true. And they're still married. Thank you, Santi. Oh my god. Have a good night, man. See you when I see ya. Thanks for stopping by. I hate Casey, her voice is annoying. Yeah, a lot of people do. Chris Chan is married to his original character, Maggie Chan, who totally exists and isn't just. Yeah, he is. Excuse me. Probably need about another 20 more episodes to get to today. Probably. It's a safe estimate. Wonder what the OG trolls are doing now. Well, if all goes to plan, I'm gonna give you a special surprise in about a month. Or no, 6 weeks maybe. If all goes to plan, you're gonna get a special surprise, man. It's so cool. I'll see you. Goodbye. Special surprise. You found Jenkins Jinkies? Exciting? Guest interview? I have evidence offering proof that Blue Spike was in fact Justin Bieber. I'm legit glad that Chris Dugworth, or whatever his name is, and Case were able to actually have a great life after they were done trolling Chris. Yeah. What about that really big girl that you went on an actual date with? That counts, don't it? Yeah, it does. That counts. But like, they didn't have a long relationship though. Just like one date. Blue Spike is actually Jinkies. Wow, man! Wow, what a twist! It's a very high choir. If I could ask any question, weird. Nah, I wouldn't ask him anything. Just tell him to go away, please. Gino kind of reminds me of Liquid. He's wearing a brown sweater. I got no stripes though. Stripes be out, man. Blue Spike was Trump all along. My beard. I gotta cut my beard. Can you see my beard? I have a confidence booster. And my confidence is at the max. Promote, sorry. If I got that yummy yum. Markman, you asked me that last time. Yes, beard. I have a beard. Can't you see? What do you mean, what beard? I've been growing it for like a week. Do you believe Coppin's attempt to positively interact with Christian are in vain? Yeah, of course. Do what again? Do what again? It's right all over my face. What do you mean? Peach fuzz. There were at least 4 idea guys. My beard is lovely. I can feel the cosmos. Do you think Chris will ever have a psychotic break, or just keep getting on forever? We'll see what happens when Barb dies. Why is it so scratchy? I need to cut it. It's hair that's too short to shave off. Does a goof understand all the Christian nonsense? No. Any favorite quirkism? No. He broke during too many games. Oh. Yeah. He did that. He went into the Hedgehog defense mode. What is your estimate on Barb's death? This year? Is this year okay? Probably this year. 2 weeks. I could probably say that like every year for the past 5 years. Is this year? This year's gonna be it. No. Next year. Okay, this year's gonna be it. No. She's a strong woman, man. I can't say. Do Onision after you finish? No, I won't do Onision. Literally right now. Do you pity Barb? No. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't pity her. Do you think Chris will live long enough to see Barb? Of course he will. Barb is Chris Chan's age plus 40 years old. So 77. I feel like Barb required the power of immortality. You know, her curse, she is cursed to live with Chris. This is her curse for all the wrongs she has done. Is that she can die. She has to bear with Chris for the rest of her life. And it has to be a long life. That's her punishment. Barbara's the closest thing resembling a villain in the story. I thought it was Cole. Cole Smithy, living up in Carnegie Hall, burning cash instead of sending it to his sister and his grieving mother. Barbara develops a superb diet plan. Buy Legos instead of food. Did Cogs play any additional roles characters? Cogs Dev? I'm not sure. I don't know. But Cogs went trans though, so say which rule is that. Where do you live? I live in Japan, man. When Christian finally dies, then Barb's spirit will roll for this roller. Me, Bob in heaven. That'd be nice. Oh yeah. It's a pretty good setting for a horror game, right? The Chandler abode. Don't you mean in hell? Oh. Oh. You think Bob needs to go to hell? How long do you think Barb has left? She's looking a bit withered. She's looking bloated though. Chandler Abode will be setting for Resident Evil 8. Nah, they're not going to do the same situation in 2 games though. I never heard any proof of him being affiliated with the KKK. That doesn't make any sense. Does it? I don't know. Smith was tortured by Barb, so I'm glad he refused to associate with her. Apparently. He hates blacks, so they share common goals. Well, hey, at least he believes in something. I didn't know. I watched Markiplier's Let's Play of it. It was really good. Do you think anyone will buy the Chandler house when they all die? I think they need to demolish that, right? It's like unsellable at that point. Boogie update? I don't know. How is he? Is he still alive? I don't know. Didn't he disappear for a while? Then he made a video where he stepped on burgers barefoot. And then now he's like going out with another cam girl. Will Boogie adopt Chris? That's a crossover of the century. any lost media types, media type situations with any Christian content, videos or otherwise. The first ever discussion online was on like a Sega forum, and when I was first researching and writing the scripts for the series, it was still available as an archive or like on the actual website. You could just look at it. But by the time it was time for me to put it into the actual video, when I was video editing it, it was gone. They had to scrub the entire Sega forums completely and make a new website. So I was really bummed about that. Cause I could have just screen capped it right there when I was researching it, but I didn't, and I feel bad about it because it's lost forever now. And and then and then on January 1st, 2009, he had a PlayStation Home thing event with Sonichu fans that was recorded on video, transcribed, but it doesn't exist anymore. It was deleted and gone forever. Um, also, there's one thing that's kept secret, but it still does exist apparently, according to Marvin. I think Marvin or someone else called Chris, like right after Bob died, like a day after Bob died, and they just recorded the whole call of him just crying over his death, and that has never been released. But according to Marvin, it still exists. But there's no reason. There's no reason to put it out because why would you? Because according to his reasoning, why would you want to listen to him just cry about his father? It's like no fun at all. Why? Marvin? Well, Marvin said that, yeah. I don't know if he was the one who called him, but at least he knows about it and he possesses the recording, I think. Bob is the most tragic person in the story. It's kind of tragic, yeah. Because he really meant well for Bob. But things didn't work out. It's kind of a big mystery as to why he was so detached from his first family. You know, his other two kids before Barbara. Did he do something, or I don't know, or did Barb do something? I just remember you country the Korean War to have kids. Actually, it was before the Korean War. It was in Korea, but that was before the war, I think. With the failed Kickstarter documentary, yeah, I talked to the guy. I talked to the director. He's like an okay guy. Like he's done with the project forever. Makes me wonder if he was really as cruel as Colt says he was. I don't know. I'm sure he was. Oh. Barbara was the controlling one, and maybe she stole Bob, and he lived in shame. Cole said that he wanted Chris to let him know when Bob dies, so he can dance on his grave. So it's pretty serious. Burial, cremation, mummification. Well, according to that letter that Bob wrote when Chris was like 7 years old, he was in a bad place when he met Barbara. He was like drinking in Matt's pub, and I think that was a bad place. I think it was in a bad place before he met Barbara from his ex-wife and his 2 kids, which is curious. I mean, we don't know what happened, and probably will never know. This guy's so dramatic. Oh, it's over. Okay. And I'm almost over too. I gotta eat lunch. So, do you know if Casey's real name is Casey? It's not Casey. It's something else. What's my favorite guitar solo? Oh, so many good ones. Frank Zappa has some really good ones though. He was in a bad place before and after Bob. Do you know anything about the other side of the Chandler family? Well, apparently the kids are pretty successful. At least they were back in 2011 or thereabouts. I mean, as far as you know. I mean, as far as you knew. Okay. That's so mean. That's so mean, guys. That's so mean. Did you enjoy any pre-modern instruments? As in clarinet? Oboe? Like that? Thought Boogie getting swatted? He never got swatted, man. He never got swatted. The worst of the worst. The lowest of the low. Anyway, I'm gonna turn in. It's been real. There's lots of talk of China and viruses and Chris eventually. Like a hurdy-gurdy. I want to make a piano version of a hurdy-gurdy. Swatted? Why? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, I see. I see. I read the quotations, man. Okay, I'm gonna have lunch. Thanks, guys, for joining. If you're interested in any more links, they're in the description. Also, please, yes. If you're interested in going to the Geno Samuel Discord, there's a link for that. Better than Frederick Newsom. Thank you so much. Oh, Joey too. Oh, good. Thank you, Joey. Anyway, so part 30 will be out in about 5 days or so. Usual time, usual place. It's probably Saturday or Sunday, depending on your time zone. And no, but slow in the minds do. Bless you for what you do. Thank you so much for your support, and hope to see you again someday soon. Keep doing what you're doing if it's a good thing that you're doing. Let's do sad music for this education. Anyways, hope you have a good one. Good night, good evening, good day, and take care of yourselves and take care of someone else. What? Take care of yourselves and take care of someone else. Yeah. Well, where will Juno Travels drop? Especially at this time. Please take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. You need to teach Japanese people how to wash their hands because they don't. Also, Japanese stores a lot of time don't have soap. So, what you gonna do? Also, garlic bread. Yes, garlic bread. No. Garlic on bread is different than garlic bread. Okay? But garlic bread's nice too. Anyway. Nice. Thanks again. See you later. I'm so bad at buys. Bye. See you again. Bye. Bye. Bye, China. Bye, China. Bye, Shilbar. Bye, video capture. Bye, you.